Brian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Rockwood Freedom 1940 LTD. If you're looking to just start into camping or maybe upgrading from tent camping or replacing your current pop-up, this one's definitely a great option to take a look at. As far as space, you can see you have plenty of room to move around in here. You have beds on both ends. Vinyl-on material on here as well, folks. Really high-end material. It's very strong, it's durable, it's easy to clean, so that way you don't get a bunch of molding and everything after a year or two of use. Definitely not anything you want. You have the windows all the way around as you would expect. You have your shepherd's hook here too, as well as the hookups if you want to hook up like your extra fans, lights, things like that. You'll see the 2-burner cooktop right over to the side, so you do have the ability to cook in here. That is, of course, just fed in to the propane line there. And if we drop down underneath, you'll see some storage right there, kind of over to this side. And then you have 2 drawers. You actually have the metal glides on here. It's not just wood on wood. Works really, really well. You saw the top one had your divider already built in there. Electrical outlet over here too in the dinette if you need to plug anything in, and dual USB port, something that you don't see on a lot of pop-ups, so you can certainly appreciate that. The rest of the kitchen is on the other side. You will notice all the prep space you have here, which is fantastic. Your sink right next to that. You have these little drop-down compartments right here. And if you take a look right underneath, you will also notice your Dometic refrigerator. This one does have the optional furnace and a little bit of storage underneath that. This, of course, flips over for transportation. It's actually kind of cool. When you lift this up, you'll see the light goes off just like that. So it's kind of a neat extra feature, but you flip that over when you are putting everything back down and away. You have the blinds here, so that way you have some privacy as well as help keep the light out a little bit during the day. But if we peel this back a little, you will see you have a couple layers, not only a screen, but also the window layer there as well. So if you just want light to come in, you can do that. Otherwise, you can unzip that, have the screen there, so you can get awesome cross ventilation through here. If it gets really, really hot, you can opt in an AC like this one has right here. So that way, you can make sure everything stays nice and cool. The door folds up and sits right in that compartment there. You'll see all the hookups for that. And then right underneath that is your dinette, which we saw just a little bit ago. Cool thing about this, it's a freestanding table, so you can take this outside if you want, if you need an extra table out there. You also can drop this down into additional sleeping space. So if you have grandkids or something that are coming with you, or maybe your kids are bringing a friend or a cousin, something like that, you just have that extra sleeping space. Additional storage right up front here, a couple different access points. You have this access on the side as well as right over here, and then electrical outlet right next to that. Another bed right up front, just like the one we had in the back, windows all the way around, and then you have the screen here to pull across for privacy. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at the outside of the Rockwood Freedom 1940 LTD. Again, you can see that vinyl-on material here on the outside. Like I said, folks, it is very sturdy. You'll also see they use double stitching in a lot of the stress points, just again to help reinforce this vinyl-on material. If we drop down underneath, a couple quick things I want to show you. You have your supports right here. You'll have 2 on the front, 2 on the back. Nice and easy to pull out and set up. You can see how this wraps around underneath the material right over here on the side and is Velcroed. But if you actually notice, I'll show you this real quick. This is actually attached right there in the front. So that's really cool on both ends that they have that actually sewn in. 1, because it'll make sure that you don't have water coming in there. And 2, if someone does lean against the end right there, they're not going to fall out of the bed. So I am glad that they did that. Right underneath here, this one actually has the option for the power winch on here, so that way you can just flip a switch to raise and lower the roof itself. So that's definitely a great option to have. Really makes setup and tear down much, much easier. And then right behind that, of course, is the 20-gallon propane, or 20-pound propane tank there, rather. Coming around to the side, you have your little tension string here, so you can see when it is completely lifted up. It's nice and it's green, bright green, so it's very easy to see as well. You have your 3-stage lifter arms right here. They are a lot wider than a lot of the manufacturers out there, so that way it gives that extra support. Right up top is the bag awning that has arms that come down and they clip right into here. Super easy to set up as well. You'll see the two-stage door right there. Right underneath is your pull-out step. It's an aluminum tread there, folks, so that way it's not going to rust out on you. Also has some grip tape for extra traction. Right here is your rail for your cooktop if you want to bring that out, or if you have a grill that you can hook up on here. You'll have your propane connection right in there, so you can just pull that out, hook it up. Electrical outlet out here as well. And then coming around to the back side, if you take a look right down there, you will see your spare tire on the back. So, hopefully you never have to use that, but in the event that you do, it is very easy to access, especially because you'll be all folded up because you'll be traveling. Right here on the off-door side, you'll see your city water inlet, fresh water inlet's a little bit further up. You'll see that guy right up here. 30 amp detachable power cord. This one, your AC prep, it says that's AC prep. You have the pull-out cord right here. But if you take a look right up top, as you saw inside, this one does have the AC option. So that's where that plugs into to power the AC. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2019 Rockwood Freedom 1940 LTD. If you're interested in this pop-up trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.